everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another episode of MUT Recap. If you're new here, or if you've never watched it, it's our weekly series each and every Monday morning where we recap the week behind us in Madden Ultimate Team, and we're going to predict a few things as well. If you guys ever have any topics that you want me to cover, the best way to do that is show up to my streams on Sunday nights, because that's usually where I get all my ideas from. So thank you to everybody that always helps me out. But also, you can leave it down below in the comments section. You can hit me up on Twitter. There's so many ways to contact me, and everything that you need to know is down below in the description. Let's get into it. So we always talk about Weekend League. We got gold this weekend. We skipped solo battles once again. I'm just not enjoying this game as much as I have in the past. I've been saying this for the last couple weeks. You guys gotta know I'm not gonna go over it over and over, but we actually played pretty good this weekend. 12-5, obviously didn't finish all of our games. Again, this might be like the 5th or 6th or 7th week in a row where I just didn't finish Weekend League, and it's because I'm just burnt out. Like I said, I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about it, but the game itself, I'm just exhausted. I don't know what it's going to take to get me fully back into it. I don't know if anything will get me fully back into it. I'll still be dropping videos. I'll still be playing it, but to play 25 games in one weekend of this nonsense, it's just not worth raising my blood pressure, to be honest. So we started out 0-1. First opponent was very, very good. He beat me. It was a sweaty. I think it came down to one possession. Game number 2, I was winning 31-0, and my opponent decided to start spiking the ball and running back to his 1-yard line and spiking the ball repeatedly, and then all of a sudden my game disconnected and I got the loss. So that was very unfortunate. There wasn't even a desync. It was just a straight up, you lost connection. I get back to the main menu and they gave me the L. So I started 0-2. We went on a very, very good win streak. Then we lost, I think. Did we lose 2 in a row or 3 in a row? We lost 3 in a row. Game number 10 was very, very close. Came down to one possession. Games number 11 and 12, I quit in the first quarter. I just didn't care. I almost didn't finish. Like, I thought that was going to be my last game. And then the chat kind of hyped me to keep playing. We got to 9 wins. I was going to stop. The chat made me play some more. And we peeled off, 5 in a row to get to 12 wins. So We'll be back with some decent rewards. I really want to try to finish Weekend League, but it's just stressful. So let's go through the leaderboard real quick. It is Sunday night right now, so these leaderboards are not going to be complete. We got 2 25-0s. I've seen Lactose Tolerant before on the leaderboard. I'm not going to say I've never seen this guy on the leaderboard, but I've never seen him go 25-0 or be really high up there. Maybe his name just doesn't stand out and he's always up there. But 2 25-0s this week, so good job to them. Gameplay wise, what's wrong with Weekend League? Same thing we're going to talk about last week, or that we did talk about last week, and that is aggressive catches and crossing routes. Crossing routes aren't too bad anymore to me. It feels like if you protect the sticks and user one side of the field, usually the computer is able to cover the other side. A lot of times you do have to click on to try to get an interception, so usually I'll find myself clicking on, like I run a lot of nickel over G, so I'll be clicking on to like a linebacker who's kind of playing deep, or usually my safety. So crossing routes haven't been giving me a huge problem lately. I feel like they're somewhat easy to defend now. It's, what really it is when there's 2 crossers and then an underneath with maybe a playmaker, somebody who's got 3 options. You can take away 2, but when they get to the 3rd and they're making good reads, that's where it gets tough. But aggressive catches were insane. I wish I could clip up and show you guys. I'm sure over the next week you're going to see a lot of intros to my videos, which you guys have, I can tell by the comment section, have really been enjoying the intros, so I'm going to try to do those for almost every video. But I'm sure you're going to see me rage a lot on some aggressive catches and intros over the next week. We got agged on a ton this weekend, and it's all over Twitter. I see people complaining about it. It just seems like aggressive catching every week, maybe every day, has just got worse and worse and worse. And then desyncs as well. I have not really faced them, but it appears that a lot of people know how to do them now. I don't personally, but I think it has something to do with motioning and play actions and lots of audibles. because it happens to the pro players a lot more than maybe you and I. But there was a MUT tournament Friday, and it was really bad. I saw a clip of Problem getting desynced, and there was just a bunch of games. I think it may have happened to W too. But it's just out of control, and I don't know why it hasn't been fixed yet. My guess is at this point is EA doesn't know how to fix it, and that's unfortunate. That's really bad that they're not been given the resources to get something like that fixed. It's causing such a problem especially in the competitive community. So desyncs, aggressive catches, I don't know, man. This game gets frustrating. I said it last week. I still don't think it's the worst Madden in the last maybe 5 years, but I get why people are frustrated, and I'm just kind of burnt out with it. So let's talk about content. We're gonna kind of jump all over the place, but Monday, Wednesday, and Friday we got MVPs and team builder cards for all of the playoff teams. And I like how they did it. They went in order of like who was exited in the first round, second round, third round. So that was pretty cool. Well, third and Super Bowl, I should say, for Friday. But tons of content came out between those 3 days. In between Tuesday, we got a House Rules event. There was a Squads event. Just not my cup of tea. I didn't play for it. Some people liked it. Some people hated it. In my opinion, or not even my opinion, just me personally, I just didn't want to play it, so I didn't play it. Wasn't a really big deal. Hopefully they get back to a single player mode this Tuesday if they happen to do it again. Ultimate Legends Saturday. Paul Krause, not the greatest speed. A little disappointing there. Stats look kind of bad, but if you powered him up, he was pretty goonly. Is that a word? I don't know. Who cares? Andre Reed, Steve Atwater, good cards. Ultimate Legend Exchange set was trash. I showed you guys a video. I hope you guys didn't waste too many coins doing it. I'm happy that they did it, but it's just not worth the time to even mess with it. And then Sunday, today, actually yesterday, because you guys are watching this on a Monday, we got the brand new power-ups. Great job by the dev team with that. Every MVP card that didn't have a power-up already got one, and then they also gave Chris Long a power-up, and I don't know why I clicked my team here. Chris Long and Saquon Barkley. So the honors cards that were limiteds that didn't have a power-up, they got one as well. So great job. I mean, we got a lot of content. I want to talk about content. We're going to talk about the market and everything. But here's the deal. All right. We got a lot of cards over the last 3 weeks. And here's my fear, and I'm kind of laughing inside at this. I think what's going to happen is, are we going to get content this week? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? I don't know. But I think Friday, the Combine promo is coming. I think it's pretty obvious at this point. I think that scouts, and I've put out several videos on this, I think scouts are going to be a currency that will be a centerpiece of the Combine promo, and I think you're going to see the scout market go up. Right now, it's kind of holding steady at what it's been, but I think you might see a spike depending on what Combine cards we get, but I truly believe that the Combine promo is coming out this Friday, and that scouts will be a big part of it. You'll be able to go to the scout store, and you'll be able to use those to get Combine players. I think we'll see guys like OBJ and John Ross and Jadeveon Clowney get cards, and there's probably a bunch of other ones that you know, probably will get it. But Monday through Thursday, are you guys going to complain if we don't get any content for 4 days? Here's my thing. I hope at least one of those 4 days we do, maybe two. I would kind of count God, I'm drawing a blank here. House Rules. I would kind of count that as content, even though it's not cards. But you got to keep in mind that the dev team has given us probably 300 to 400 new cards. And I might be exaggerating, but it's got to be at least 200 to 300 cards over the last 3 weeks. When you talk about probably 8, 9, 10 cards for all 32 NFL teams with these team builders. We've gotten Ultimate Legends. We've gotten the House Rules every week. We've gotten a lot of cards, and I feel like maybe if we don't get cards over the next couple days, I think the community is going to be really upset, and I think everybody should relax if they don't. Maybe they will. I hope they do, but I'm just kind of prepared for us not getting cards. And that's all I really have to say about that. But I do think that the Combine is coming out. As far as the market goes, training is still ridiculously cheap. I mean, if you really take a look at Ultimate Legends, and I said this, I think, in Saturday's video, it's still just kind of mind-boggling how cheap the best cards in the game are. I'm talking 97 Ultimate Legends are like 300k. Even if you look at the 98s, which I think are still only Sean Taylor, 98 overall, 445k. Megatron's under 500k. I mean, this is crazy. I don't know what's up with the market, but if you need training, yeah, it's really, really cheap. It feels like we got a lot this week, but there was little to cover because I think it was just so direct. We got Team Builders, MVPs, Ultimate Legends, Power-Ups, House Rules, Training's cheap. Scouts I expect to go up. Combine coming Friday. Monday through Thursday is to be announced. I really hope we see some type of official kickoff to the MUT season. Maybe motivators, maybe some type of replays, not flashbacks, I don't want to use that term. Some type of promo that goes back and gives, guys like, just throwing it out here, a guy like AJ Green. Missed most of the season, he needs an updated card. NFL replay, I believe, was last year. I'm hoping maybe we see something like that tomorrow. Some people are speculating that we'll get more Ultimate Legends Monday through Thursday. I don't think that's going to happen, but I could be wrong. But I think we'll just have to wait and see. This could be a really, really dry spell for the next couple days, so be prepared. Play solos. We'll get solo battles, obviously. Maybe a solo battle blitz would be nice. I think if they're not going to give us cards, maybe a solo battle blitz would fill that gap up until Friday when we get a new promo. But that's all I got. Feel like this is a short episode. If there's anything you guys want me to cover next week or anything you think I missed in this episode, let me know down below in the comment section. Thank you guys for all the support. Thank you for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.